Effie, this is What Effie Reads, and today I'm going to be reorganising my bookshelves. This empty bookcase behind me is my non-fiction and kind of like antique sort of books, as you can just about see there. So I'm starting with this one because hopefully it should be the easiest to actually organise, but I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. I've already decided to move some of them over to the bookcase that's nearest the window, because usually I have a desk kind of blocking off the lower shelves, so I thought it'd be easiest if I put books that I don't need access to as much on those shelves. Just watch me want to access all of my old Open University and Bibles now. I can't see it happening, but you never know. I'm pretty sure that's my non-fiction bookcase done, although it's not going to be just non-fiction now, and all of my non-fiction is not all going to be contained on these bookcase. Because, as I explained earlier, it makes more sense to have books I'm really not going to need to access very much on the two shelves that are really hard for me to access, and now I've got the big task of doing all the other shelves. So I think the first thing I need to do is take everything off these bookshelves. So wish me luck. So I've managed to clear maybe 2 of the 2.5 that I need to clear, and this approach just isn't working. I've kind of run out of space to pile the books up, so I think what I'm going to start doing is kind of trying to like put them on the shelves in alphabetical order and just try and leave these 2 shelves empty, because they're hopefully going to have my Pratchett collection on. I guess I'll see how it goes. I suppose at least if they're in alphabetical order, or like my version of alphabetical, which is not too strict, then I can kind of jiggle them around, but at least they're in order and they're also not all over the floor if I do that. Hopefully it'll work. I guess we'll see.
A pedestal in the sky, I would die for you, like an idol asked me to. I'd walk across the sun barefoot, I'd go on the run, I'll come with you, no matter the road you choose. I'm addicted, conflicted, I'll wait for the eclipse, I'll take what you give, even when it's inconsiderate. I crave your attention, swept up in perception, so close to perfection. All I want is you. Oh, all I want is you. All I want is your love, your hurt, your diamonds, your dirt. All I want is you. Oh, all I want is you. All I want is your soul, your skin. Open up, let me in. All I want is
Well, that's all my books back on the shelves, except it's not, because I've got a whole pile of manga and graphic novels I've got to figure out how to squeeze on. And they were basically a whole big shelf when they were originally on there. So, joy. Also, the alphabet's kind of gone out the window a bit, so I need to figure that out. I'm so ready to be done with this.
I dream of dreams come true, a life in golden hues. I'll conjure us of you, out of harmony and voodoo. And until we decay, I'll ride with you on every wave. I'll see this through to whatever end we're doomed. 'Cause I'm addicted, conflicted. I'll wait for the eclipse and I'll take what you give, even when it's inconsiderate. I crave your attention, swept up in perception, so close to perfection. All I want is you.
I still haven't figured out how to get the last ones on, but I think I'm just too tired to properly figure this out tonight. So I'm going to leave it, kind of start winding down, and hopefully in the morning, with a fresh pair of eyes, I'll be able to figure out how to get the last of the books on. So it's been a couple of days since I last filmed, and I've finally figured out how to get the library in order. So what you're seeing now is what used to be the non-fiction shelf, but I've now added my Cassandra Clare and my Sarah J Maas to it, just because I don't need access to them constantly. And then we've got my graphic novel and manga shelf. I just like having them all together. And also on that shelf, we've got Battle Royale, because it just made sense to have that with the manga and Angel's Border. And this shelf contains some of my favourite books and books from authors that I've absolutely adored. So there's a couple of books on this shelf that I haven't read, but I know I like the authors of the works. And then here, the pride of my collection is the Discworld Collector's Library. So far I own 37 of the Discworld books in this edition. I also have Good Omens, which matches but isn't technically part of the Discworld Collector's Library. There are 4 books missing from this collection, 3 of which have been announced and are coming out next month, so I'll be getting them. And also on this shelf we have some more of my favourite books. And then this is just showing you the rest of my collection. So the library's basically organised alphabetically. I have had to divide larger books from smaller books, so predominantly hardbacks and paperbacks are separated, unless the shelf is deep enough to fit both on. And the books that you're seeing that are horizontal rather than vertical are generally the books that I've read. All horizontal books have been read, but not all vertical books are unread. So as you can see, there's the selection collection, which I've read 3 out of 5 of them, but it just makes sense to display them vertically. And now you can see how the manga, graphic novel, favourite shelves fit in with the rest. And I'm overall quite happy with how the library looks after this organisation. I will say that I potentially need to push the books back, because I'm not sure if it feels too crowded having the books at the front of the shelves. And because my shelves are single stacked, I do have that space to push them to the back of the shelf. So that may change, but otherwise I'm relatively happy with how all of the shelves are organised. Yeah, I'm quite happy, and I feel like I've found a good balance between being able to find books on the shelves, but also it looking aesthetically pleasing. I hope you enjoyed watching me reorganize my shelves. Give this video a like if you did, And until next time, bye!